So fascinating game to come, and the team selection obviously very important, especially for Tommy Burns with his embarrassment of riches in midfield. There's confirmation that Peter Grant has been left out after being a regular in recent weeks, and Paul McStay and John Collins play together in midfield with Phil O'Donnell.
It's an interesting lineup. I think Kilmarnock will be pleased that Peter Grant's not there to add that bit of bite in midfield. See Celtic are playing McStay, Collins and O'Donnell in the centre midfield. McLaughlin on the left-hand side is a very tricky winger, and Pierre Van Hooijdonk, who's obviously in the goals at the moment and is very confident. So Celtic going for the passing game, going to win the game at their first attempt.
Well, positive approach taken by Tommy Burns, but for Alec Totten a much simpler task. He's named the same team precisely for the third match in a row. They played together in the 3-0 defeat against Rangers, but that was reckoned to be a false result. So with Connor McKee back to full fitness, he comes in with Tom Brown unavailable through suspension. So it's a very settled looking lineup. They are a very good win at the weekend, and it's a very well organised side.
It's well organised. They've got a very settled back four. MacPherson, Anderson, Whitworth from Manchester United, and Tom Black, who can come up and take penalties and free kicks. But it's in that central midfield area. You see number 8, John Henry, making the strides, making the up and down runs to get in support of Steve Maskrey. But the two wide men, Ali Mitchell and Connor McKee, could hold the key for Kilmarnock. If they get the ball wide, they'll take players on and get good crosses into the box.
So the referee is Kenny Clark from Paisley, a solicitor, and he's in charge of the match, which is about to start now with Celtic in possession. And a tremendous atmosphere inside Hampden Park. A reduced capacity now, 38,000, but still terrific for players. They confirm, the players, that the noise still comes round here into the centre of the stadium and gives them all the atmosphere they want. So, important opening stages these, especially I think for Celtic, who need to get their confidence up and to settle. 17 draws they've had in 34 matches this season, a remarkable record. Only 4 defeats overall, but the wins have been very hard to come by. Only once have they scored more than twice in a match, and that was against Meadowbank in the Tennis Scottish Cup. Kilmarnock, though, have managed that on 5 occasions this season already. There's Tony Mowbray battling there with Steve Maskrey. McStay in a battle there in midfield with Henry. That's Maskrey. Playing on the right-hand side of the midfield for Celtic. Inviting a chase there from Brian McLaughlin. Putting pressure on Gus MacPherson. And that's why the experienced Kilmarnock fullback conceded the throw so readily. Joined the club from Rangers 9 years ago. Swept away there by the skipper, Robert Connor. Now the 2 international players in the Kilmarnock side, Lekovic, the goalkeeper, is the other. And here's Derek Anderson, 22-year-old centre-back. O'Neill playing it forward. This is Collins. He has McLaughlin outside him. Excellent close footwork again from little Brian McLaughlin, fouled by MacPherson. So McLaughlin looking very much in the mood early in the match. And Hooijdonk and Faulkner, the targets inside the area. Tony Mowbray has joined them. Taken away well there by Anderson. This is O'Neill. And Hooijdonk with a header inside. There's Faulkner. And a great saving tackle inside the penalty box again from Derek Anderson. Kilmarnock were stretched all right by Hooijdonk's power in the air. So important to Celtic. So the big men from the back come up, Brian O'Neill and Tony Mowbray. That's O'Neill. Collins with a corner. Looking for Mowbray. It's well attacked by Neil Whitworth. Done by McKinley, that's McKee. So Maskrey chasing, looking for support, gets that from Mitchell. Mark Reilly. Real workhorse in midfield for Kilmarnock. Connor finding McKee wide on the left. Kilmarnock always playing with width, both flanks. This is Connor again. Stay playing it across. That's John Collins. Put under pressure all the way. Hustling tactics in midfield from Henry and from Reilly for Kilmarnock. That's McKinley. Paul, look at the break of the ball. Van Hooijdonk takes over. This is McLaughlin. Impossible to stop in that position. Long, deep cross, headed down by Van Hooijdonk. Always trying to play that into the danger area. Seldom attempts headers on goal from there, Van Hooijdonk. Right away there by MacPherson. Great turn there by Steve Maskrey. Pulled down by McKinley. A very brisk opening to the match, Terry.
Yes, a brisk opening, and I think the warning signs are there for Alec Totten and his men. Van Hooijdonk peeling away to the far post on 2 occasions. Celtic having one thought in their mind, hit the big man. His headers across goal have caused a few problems already.
MacPherson's free kick. Trying to get up beyond O'Neill. So a bit of respite there for Celtic in defence, and first involvement there for Pat Bonner in goal. Brian O'Neill settling in very well with Mowbray in central defence. Pat Bonner, one of half a dozen internationals in the Celtic side. Faulkner doing well in the air. Celtic do carry a serious threat in the air up front with Van Hooijdonk and Faulkner. The dummy there from McKee. Reducing the throw off Tom Boyd. Away there by Paul McStay. Paul McStay preferred last week against Aberdeen to John Collins in midfield, but they're both playing tonight. Celtic go for the creative play, which should be required to win a cup tie. It's Tom Black put under pressure there by McStay. So away there for the goal kick to Celtic, and Celtic, I think, may be quite happy with that opening spell, Terry. It did look as though they had some aggression about them.
Yes, they've got some aggression. Pierre Van Hooijdonk especially started off very well. He's coming off Neil Whitworth very well. He's got a good touch for a big man. His left foot and right foot, excellent touch, and with him peeling away to the far post, he will cause team problems. He will cause me problems in opposite football.
So the throw goes to Celtic. Van Hooijdonk coming short to take the throw, and challenged very well there by Whitworth. Crunching tackle in the middle of the field came from McStay. He's taken a knock. Well, already evident that no quarter is being asked or given here. Paul McStay needs some time to recover. Winded, I hope, is all that suggests, which means he should recover quite quickly. 71 Scotland caps he has. Only 2 Scottish players have played for the country more often. Like McLeish and Kenny Dalglish. There was the challenge which brought about the damage to McStay. McKinley had to be quick. Mitchell trying to break on the right. Josh McKinley, signing this season from Hearts. £350,000, and it's MacPherson's throw. Good sharp passing again from Kilmarnock. That's Reilly. And now Connor. Reilly again. The offside flag up through the middle. And it was Connor McKee who'd gone all the way across there. Took some time to settle McKee, but now has scored half a dozen goals for Kilmarnock.
He is a good player, Connor McKee. Just see Steve Maskrey is playing offside there, but John Henry in the bottom of the picture, he's trying to make those forward runs to get in support of his lone striker, Steve Maskrey.
Anderson's clearance collected by O'Neill. McLaughlin. Person did well. That came off Faulkner, so Lekovic could pick this up, I think, if he so chose. Ex-Red Star Belgrade goalkeeper. It's on the way there by O'Donnell, who's a little bit of time to settle into the match. Phil O'Donnell, slow starter regularly in games. That's Faulkner, challenged instantly by Whitworth. Totally uncompromising central defender Whitworth, 22 years old, full of aggression, attacking the ball as early as he can. This is McKinley. Inside Van Hooijdonk. Once again, Maskrey on his own through the middle for Kilmarnock. Alec Totten, certainly a man who believes in width in attack. He wants the players doing damage in the flanks to be as far forward as possible, and that means it's a very tough task for the solitary central striker. Good header on by Mitchell. Turned away by O'Neill. That's Faulkner. Collins into space here for O'Donnell. This is the strength of Phil O'Donnell. Seemed to catch his studs. That was a view of the referee. There was no offence there as Anderson came to meet him. Referee Clark well up with play. McKinley plays it long. Faulkner won't reach that, I don't think. So the goal kick to Kilmarnock, but there was an opening there with Phil O'Donnell's running power, so important again to Celtic.
Yes, Phil O'Donnell's the one, like John Henry of Kilmarnock, he's the one that to link up with his strikers, get beyond them. He does score, he has scored a lot of goals from Motherwell in the past. He scored 2 goals on his debut for Celtic, and since his £1.5 million signing, so he just gets in here, he just like stubs his foot onto the ground, his left foot just made contact with the ground and unfortunately fell over.
Won well by Collins in midfield for Celtic. This is McLaughlin, supported well by McKinley. Way off from Collins. Good running again by McStay through the middle. Van Hooijdonk. That's towards Faulkner. The referee waves aside appeals there as Faulkner goes down under pressure from Tom Black. Experienced Kilmarnock fullback, very tight on Willie Faulkner there.
I think you'll just see Willie, Tom Black coming on the left-hand side, just using his strength, using his upper body strength just to guide Willie Faulkner off the ball.
Connor playing it wide. This is McKee. Tom Black supporting. Normally so effective with that powerful left foot, but that was a miscue. Black again. Maskrey's onside. Challenged by Boyd. Throw in given there by referee Clark. Steve Maskrey, I think, asking the question about a corner kick. Well, the near side linesman didn't signal for that, and the referee has said, I'm sure, a throw. Right at the corner flag. Maskrey. Tom Black. Ball bending out of play there, behind for a goal kick. Well, Tom Black, the scorer of 6 goals for Kilmarnock from fullback. Free kick expert, 2 penalty kicks as well.
He'll be disappointed that he's had 2 chances to get the ball into the box, and one he hit on the ground, and that one he's put behind for a goal kick. He'll be disappointed because he's in a good position there to get a good ball into the box and cause Celtic problems. So I think 3rd time lucky for Tom Black.
Headed away by Whitworth. McKinley challenging Mitchell. The decision goes Kilmarnock's way. 4th match this season between the 2 sides. 2 draws so far. 1-1 here at Hampden. 0-0 at Rugby Park, Kilmarnock. And then that controversial 2-1 victory for Celtic in January. Here's Robert Connor. Support play in midfield, came from Reilly. Chase on here by Van Hooijdonk. Whitworth quickly across the ground. And the referee has given a free kick for the challenge by Van Hooijdonk. Didn't appear to be a great deal in that.
Now here we see the big man here going for the ball with Neil Whitworth. He just gets the ball and just leans into him a little bit. Not much malice in that really, just a bit clumsy.
Whitworth is none the worse. Played long by MacPherson, and Mowbray likely to win these balls. 9 times out of 10 at least.
I'm going to say that challenge by Pierre Van Hooijdonk was very similar to Andy Gray's challenge on me quite a few times in my playing career.
A gentleman in attack. Mowbray playing it long. Head flick on from Van Hooijdonk, and good covering play by Tom Black. The Kilmarnock fullbacks regularly tuck in very well to support the central defenders.
Foul there by Tosh McKinley. Ali Mitchell was the victim.
I think a few people in England will be wondering why the yellow card hasn't been produced on this occasion. Tosh McKinley can't really win the ball. Just clips the heels there of Ali Mitchell, I think it was. So the referee not producing the yellow card at all.
Headed away was by Boyd. McKee with Boyd again. Well, Tom Boyd has been switched from left back, where he won so many international caps, to right back in recent weeks. Terry, what do you make of this change?
Well, he can cope with it quite well. He's very talented. He knows the full-back position well on the other side. I mean, he's naturally two-footed, really, so he'd be quite comfortable in both positions.
Has to chase back. As Maskrey picks it up. Dangerous ball played in. Henry well forward. Appeals there for handball. Well, now, that appeared to strike the left arm of Tosh McKinley. Referee Clark had a very good view of that, but saw no intention.
It was a good ball in by Steve Maskrey, right at the heart of the Celtic defence. You see the two centre-halves, Brian O'Neill leads it in the end, and the ball just drops down onto Tosh McKinley's hand. Definite handball there. I would say that was a definite penalty.
Well, many a penalty given for less, I would suggest. But referee Clark certainly was in position. He must have formed the view that Tosh McKinley didn't try to handle the ball there.
Now, you probably see that both players had their arms locked then, and the ball seemed to just drop down onto Tosh McKinley's hand. And I mean, referees can actually say, well, that was a deliberate cushioning of the ball by the hand, but more often than not, they obviously give the defender the advantage.
Alec Totten might not have been too pleased with that decision, especially after that controversial end to the league match when Celtic were given a penalty late on to win by 2-1 at Hampden. The clearance there from Pat Bonner. A very healthy contingent of Kilmarnock supporters following their team now. The support for Alec Totten's men growing every week. Headed away by O'Neill. There's Mitchell. Well closed down by Paul McStay. Faulkner as willing as ever there. The cover provided by Anderson. He leaves this to his goalkeeper Lekovic. The crowded midfield area, a very important area of the field to decide the outcome of this match, Terry.
Yes, it is a bit congested in there, but the more the game develops, the more the game gets open, the more you'll see the space there.
John Boyd attacking there. Now Van Hooijdonk, tackled strongly by Anderson inside the box. Back with O'Neill. Celtic again enjoying some territorial advantage here. Mitchell trying to go outside, tackled fiercely by O'Neill. The decision this time goes Kilmarnock's way. A tremendous commitment and effort demonstrated there in both sides. As MacPherson takes the throw and has moved ahead from Maskrey. One problem is there is no release ball for Kilmarnock with a high one through the middle because they can't hope to win against O'Neill or Mowbray.
No, at the end of the day, they'll just be confident sometimes, or happy sometimes, just to play the ball in behind the Celtic centre-halves, in between the Celtic centre-halves and their full-backs in an effort to put the Celtic full-backs under pressure. But when they do get position, they are looking to get the ball wide. When the ball does go wide to McKee and to Mitchell, then Henry is the one normally to make the runs and try and get into the spaces in between the centre-halves.
Confidence shown there by Anderson. It might have been misplaced though. Celtic in possession again and turned away by O'Donnell. Well, Derek Anderson showing a lot of confidence in possession there. Second attempt to make it the top flight football. Morton as a youngster and returned junior to Kilwinning Rangers before becoming senior again with Kilmarnock. No space at all on the far side. Once again the referee gives the throw to Kilmarnock. Tommy Burns there on the track. Well, he spends the early part of most matches in the director's box. Can we start beside him? Headed by O'Neill. Here's Van Hooijdonk. Reilly's tackle on McLaughlin. No space at all for anyone to work the ball out of that tight corner. Brian McLaughlin, perhaps the best equipped, and even he could not find the space.
Yes, we were talking before about the midfield. It is a congested area. Anybody has more than 2 touches is obviously going to get blocked and get tackled. But I mean, there are some very good ball players in the middle of the park. We would hope and we would expect them to, when they do get the ball down, to try and spread about. But if they're bringing 3 men on each side in that middle park, 6 players within about a 15-yard area, it is very tight.
Maskrey putting pressure there on Mowbray. That's Mitchell. McLaughlin picks it up. Van Hooydonk. Well-timed challenge by Whitworth. Out of position now, though, as Celtic build from midfield. Space now from McStay. Boyd has gone racing forward. Well, Paul McStay, who was so often the hero of the Celtic supporters, finally going much tougher this season. Put away by Boyd to Van Hooydonk. Misunderstanding there between O'Donnell and Faulkner. Mowbray. O'Donnell towards McStay. That was very well read by Henry. Mitchell has come inside. Here's Henry again. The willingness shown there by the Celtic midfield players, O'Donnell and Collins, to get back and help in defence. McKinley plays it long. And Hooydonk turning. No infringement there as he was challenged by Anderson. The referee keen to keep the game flowing. Delightful slide of foot again for Brian McLaughlin, faced by Mark Reilly. Great play by McLaughlin. And the cutback intercepted by Anderson. Kilmarnock defended against that extremely effectively. Celtic supporters, though, with a lot of hope now as their team enjoys a good spell of possession. Reilly halted by O'Neill. Back with Bonner. Weighs Tom Boyd upfield. So the possession so far in the match showing Celtic with an edge. Not a great deal in that. Certainly they had territorial advantage, it would appear, in the opening quarter of the match. But nothing to show for it in terms of goals, and very few clear-cut opportunities. Kilmarnock perhaps feeling most aggrieved about not getting a penalty kick earlier on. A handball against McKinley. Boyd again forced to go back. Well, there we go. The midfield area is where it's all happening at the moment. A little edge to Celtic, an attacking play. It's McStay. Return from Faulkner. And Tom Black did very well indeed there. Stood up to that as McStay was hustling in behind him. Forceful play though by Paul McStay. Tosh McKinley comes across to take an in-swinger with his left foot. Van Hooydonk, one target inside the area. O'Neill, Mowbray, Faulkner, all carrying a threat for Celtic. Van Hooydonk was there, almost got a touch. A little opening there in the Kilmarnock defence. Van Hooydonk appeared to have a chance there. Mistimed the flight of the ball, I think. To John Collins. McKee to Henry. Trying to use McKee's pace on the flank. Henry under pressure, collected here by O'Neill. He's comfortable coming into midfield where he began his career. Turned away by Connor, the captain of Kilmarnock. Certainly has plenty to say to his teammates at the moment. Boyd plays across in early. Turned away there by Mitchell. McLaughlin going deep to become involved in the play. O'Neill, now McStay. Given no time at all in midfield. Mitchell trying to break. Well, that kind of time simply not available in this match in midfield. Stay quite out. That's Maskrey towards Henry. Good covering play by Mowbray. O'Donnell. And Hoydon's first touch is good again. He was quick enough though to get to John Collins. A lot of interchanging going on in midfield in both camps. Tom Boyd couldn't get there in time from Van Hoydon's pass. Maskrey back with McKee. Maskrey. Good away from the combined efforts of Mowbray and O'Neill. In goes Anderson on Faulkner. The last touch was from the Celtic striker. Very determined centre defender. Faulkner having a real old tussle with him at the moment.
They're a real handful up front there, Willie Faulkner and Pierre Van Hooydonk. Any ball in the air. Hooydonck's won every ball virtually, and most of the Celtic moves have come from his head. But Willie Faulkner's very good in the air as well, especially on the far post.
Well, the aerial route again for Celtic. Van Hooydonk getting up well. Mowbray under pressure from Maskrey. Van Hooydonk did well, kept his eye on the ball. He's supplied Paul McStay. Now Collins. Good effort there from Faulkner. Fine move from Celtic. They really do appear to be warming to the task.
Good play by Paul McStay. Picks the ball out there. He's looking for one thing. Little slip ball inside to John Collins on his weaker foot now. He's left-footed, but a good ball to the far post. Faulkner just getting up the ball, just slightly behind him, if anything, and unable to really direct it on target. But a good move by Celtic.
A long high ball from Mowbray. That's Neil Whitworth. Mitchell was caught there by McKinley. An apology there from Tosh McKinley. Explaining he was trying to get to the ball. Larry Mitchell was the victim of the tackle. So Kilmarnock still finding it very difficult to apply concerted pressure on this Celtic defence. Celtic do appear to be very successful at cutting off supply to the flanks for Kilmarnock. There's MacPherson. Whitworth is forward. Met there by Mowbray. McKee playing against Whitworth. MacPherson again, that's cut off well by McKinley. And MacPherson certainly anxious to make sure that McLaughlin couldn't get in a run there. Nimble Brian McLaughlin, and MacPherson's having his hands full here.
Yeah, we saw Brian McLaughlin in the televised game up at Ibrox when Celtic came to Ibrox and drew 1-1 with Rangers, and he was really impressive that day, jinking inside and outside, and looked very sharp, and the Arsenal's continued that form throughout the season for Celtic.
Clearance there from Anderson. That's McLaughlin. Van Hooydonk. Collins changes direction, takes support from McStay. That's good play again from Celtic. McLaughlin finds McKinley. Turned away by Black, and McStay couldn't get over the shot. That's Maskrey. The target was Boyd. Just out of play. Well, he's not happy about that, Tom Boyd. There was excellent control there. A very difficult ball to take. Jim O'Hare from Glen Boyd. Grade 1 referee on the line. Couldn't have been closer.
There's a good ball by Brian O'Neill, just trying to play a little half volley over the top. Tom Boyd actually is a difficult ball to take. Takes it very well. The linesman obviously had a better view than we did and gave it out.
Mowbray plays it inside. Here's O'Neill. McLaughlin coming short. Maskrey tried to leave that, I think, but Henry. Hectic action in the middle of the field. Ending with Collins in possession. And now Boyd. Tom Black, using his experience there, realised that Boyd had so much pace. So Tom Black did very well indeed to halt the progress of Tom Boyd. An injury out during the week with a groin strain.
Yeah, Tom Boyd just really gives himself a bit too much to do. Tom Black uses his strength there, just holds off the Celtic player. And Tommy Boyd just gets a bit rattled and does what everybody else would have done on the pitch. I think just has a little lunge at that one. then why not?
Van Hooijdonk trying to link with O'Donnell, who's finding it very difficult to get going in midfield. That's Maskrey. Space on the right now for Mitchell. Well, he was put under so much pressure by Tosh McKinley. Neither of the wide players for Kilmarnock, Mitchell nor McKee, have been able to make real progress against McKinley and Boyd. So Pat Bonner with his skill kick, approaching the half-hour mark now. Real tactical battle out there too. Kilmarnock have deployed Robert Connor to match the runs made from midfield by Phil O'Donnell. That's why I think O'Donnell's been so quiet. Good running again by McKinley. And there's Connor getting there ahead of O'Donnell. Mobley again inviting Brian O'Neill to start a Celtic attack from deep inside his own half. Hooijdonk bringing the run in inside left channel, which O'Neill spotted all right. O'Neill growing in stature as a central defender, very highly regarded in that area in the B international squad for Scotland a couple of weeks back. He stayed well, still in possession. Great play there by McLaughlin. There was no way forward. There he goes, tackled by MacPherson. Well, we're seeing how difficult it is here, Terry, for a strong defender to deal with this little nimble player.
Oh, he's very jinky. As in the role of Jimmy Johnson, he needs to play for Celtic. Just clips the ball past, he takes it, and then Gus MacPherson comes in. I thought Gus MacPherson thought he could make the challenge, but obviously he was too quick for McLaughlin.
That's McKinley flighting it in. Feelings came from Whitworth. Headed on to McKinley, and a late challenge made by Mitchell on McKinley gives the free kick to Celtic. Mitchell doesn't appear to agree with that.
I think Tosh McKinley just ahead on points there in that contest on that far side with Ali Mitchell.
McLaughlin again forced to go deep to get possession. It's the consolation for Kilmarnock at the moment. Here's Mowbray. Black was the marker for Van Hooijdonk. And here's McKee now. He really has electric pace on the flank. Paul McStay recognises that, tries to get back on terms. Very good tackle. It breaks for Connor. That's the width Kilmarnock like to use now. Ali Mitchell in possession. Faced by Collins, then by McKinley. McPherson's cross, and a stumble there by Bonner. Some Celtic supporters' hearts and mouths there. That's McPherson, scorer of 1 goal so far this season.
You see the 3 Kilmarnock shirts in the box. Perhaps they're just getting on top of it. If one of those 3 shirts, one of those Kilmarnock players just pulled away to the far post, we see the ball come. Pat Bonner just stumbles now. The ball just slightly over here. But if one had just come, just pulled away to the far post, he could have been in position to challenge that. But Kilmarnock then showing their strength. They're just sucking Celtic into their back four and breaking with pace. And obviously with McKee's pace, he does pose a threat on that left-hand side.
And this is header. Mowbray winning against Maskrey in the air as he has done all night. This is Willie Faulkner. McLaughlin now with a chance to attack MacPherson again. Faulkner made a good run. Matched all the way though by Whitworth. Good defending by Neil Whitworth. Spotted the run made by Faulkner. No option but to concede this corner kick, which will be taken again by Collins. So Celtic's third corner kick. Kilmarnock still to trouble Pat Bonner that way. A driven corner kick this time. McKee back defending. Here's Paul McStay. Well, I wonder if John Collins lost the ball in flight there for a second. He will lose his bearings as the ball arrived. So a throw to Kilmarnock, which Gus MacPherson will take. But I have a feeling though, Terry, at this stage in the match, that Alec Todd might not be terribly happy with his team performance.
Well, he won't be unhappy because Celtic really huffed and puffed a little bit, had a couple of reasonable half chances, and McLaughlin's got in a few times. He'd just be concerned with that, but he'd just be concerned as well that he really hasn't got had the possession at that they normally enjoy, and they're just really sucking Celtic onto the back four and just trying to break from that. But I mean, he's not too displeased. We've just had 33 minutes gone, and it's still goalless.
Lekovic was quick.
Well, Celtic enjoying even more possession now. It's edging their way all right. They've had territorial advantage and a lot more of the ball. So the concern now for Tommy Burns must be that his team has not been able to capitalise. So the swale again going Celtic's way, but Tommy Burns clearly anxious there on the track. These are troubled times. 6 years without a trophy for Celtic. So Whitworth backpedals to take up a marking position on Van Hooijdonk. The lights problem there. The lights have gone, and the referee allowed the game to continue just for a brief second or two, but now I suspect there may be a hold up here. The referee, Kenny Clark, is checking, I think, to see the problem, going across to a chat with his senior linesman Jim O'Hare to decide the correct course of action. Well, this is quite amazing. The Falkirk Motherwell Cup tie earlier in the season had to be abandoned because of light failure, and the referee has held the play up. These lights have gone. The referee going across now to the tunnel area to ask some questions. Taking some advice, I'm sure, from police also. Security problem whenever lights go out like this. Alec Taunton looking anxious there in the tunnel area. Tommy Burns taking the chance, though, to give instructions to Brian O'Neill. Jerry Evans, the fourth official, going in to intervene. Well, the crowd in good heart. Celtic supporters enjoying the spell of ascendancy which the team has managed to carve out of the game. Referee Clark facing a new problem, I suspect. One of the young promising officials in Scotland on the FIFA list already. Well, the players are now being withdrawn from the field of play. No, a change of mind, it would appear. The referee's going out to get to the players. Now they're coming off. Well, this is ominous, all right. Light failure here at Hampden Park. I can't recall that at this stadium before. And it will be Celtic who have an opportunity here to create some problems for Kilmarnock straight away on the restart, because the referee had given a free kick to Celtic just before the light failure caused the delay. Thus MacPherson getting a little bit edgy there at the start of the match, trying to play the ball back from the spot which the referee had allocated for this free kick. So there's no lighting problem now, and Celtic have the chance to get the game back underway with this free kick. Pierre Van Hooijdonk lining up what might be a long-range, ambitious attempt on goal. John Collins runs over the ball. There's Van Hooijdonk. That's awkward. And it certainly worried Lekovic in the Kilmarnock goal. Well, the Yugoslav goalkeeper scrambling across for this.
We saw a goal in the previous game of Hearts of Rangers, went underneath the wall on this, but on this occasion the ball just comes round the side. A good free kick from Van Hooijdonk, got a bit of curl on it. Good style there, loops it round, bounces in front of the keeper, but Lekovic had it covered on his right-hand post.
So 6 goals he scored since joining Celtic from SC Breda in January. And has shown terrific skill, especially on the ground, surprisingly. Celtic again trying to maintain the pattern of play which they were enjoying before the little interlude there. I would say that I couldn't recall light failure that happened, and yet it happened the 11th of February against Hibs here. Another 15-minute gap in the play. I know that there will be some further inquest into the state of the electrics in the stadium as Tony Mowbray picks it up at the back for Celtic. Here's Tosh McKinlay. Chase on here for Connor McKee, backtracking with Boyd. And it's Black. Well read there by John Henry to win the ball from Paul McStay. It looks as though Kilmarnock want to play John Henry in the same area as Paul McStay. He's been very close to him, as if perhaps Kilmarnock think that Henry can run off McStay when Kilmarnock have possession. Head flick on from Maskrey. Plenty of time there for McKinley, showing lots of confidence. Enjoying a good spell of form after missing a number of matches, initially through injury. Stuart Gray getting his chance in the Celtic defence for a while. He's fully restored now, McKinley. There's a foul by Van Hooijdonk. Catching Derek Anderson from the back. Shake of the head from the big Dutchman. So it's played across here on Whitworth to Black. And McKee now has dropped deep to get some space. That's Maskrey. And there's a bit of holding by O'Neill. He may be in trouble for that. Was it deliberate? The referee thinks so. And the yellow card is shown to the young Celtic defender. Well, it certainly was a promising build-up, this, from Kilmarnock.
Yeah, it's a good little flick there. And he just gets caught the wrong side. Just gets caught too tight. Brian O'Neill just clips John Henry. We talked about that run before, John Henry getting through there, but Brian O'Neill just caught the wrong side. Promptly booked by the referee.
Instructions coming from the dugouts as this free kick is flighted in. And it's now Anderson returning it, a first-time effort. And the shot came from John Henry. Pat Bonner made something of a meal of that as Maskrey closed in. First real threat from Kilmarnock.
Yes, it wasn't the best of free kicks on the left-hand side. It's just curled in here, just headed away there. So they're not really clearing their line, especially the far post to Maskrey. Hooks the ball back in. And there's Henry all alone on the far post. Hits it well, hits the target. Pat Bonner, ball bounces off him, but is able to claw it back into his arms. A good chance then.
Well, John Henry was the player with the opportunity there for Kilmarnock. Pat Bonner perhaps suffering from the layoff and from the fact he hasn't really been involved in the match at all so far. That's Black. Off the line for Maskrey. Not enough space there for McKee to exploit on the left. Well, McKee so far in the match has hugged that left touchline. There's often some interchanging among the Kilmarnock front three in the game. Maskrey still through the middle himself. And O'Neill picks out McKinley on the left. Lots of Celtic players going forward into the box. McLaughlin now chased by MacPherson. A vicious attempt at a pass there from McLaughlin. Good running by Collins. Again, look how tight it is in that corner. Collins retaining possession, holding off Reilly. It's back with McKinley. He's done well to get that across. And once again, Connor marking Phil O'Donnell very tightly indeed. These two cancelling each other out at the moment. And Reilly doing a good scavenging job there against John Collins. Well, they've matched up well, Kilmarnock in midfield, in a spoiling sense. That's Faulkner. Dumped away there by Tom Black. Headed on by MacPherson. No real prospect of Maskrey causing trouble for Celtic there. Bonner not very convincing. John Henry attacking there. Tony Mowbray gets back calmly. Turns that away to O'Neill. Bonner perhaps given too much time there on the ball. Whitworth's header. That's Mitchell. Forced to go backwards. Well, a hopeful ball played upfield by Whitworth. John Henry was the furthest advanced Kilmarnock player there, midfield man. Here he has been given license to get forward to support Maskrey as much as he can. Picked up now by Collins. Chased by Reilly, his shadow. Reilly's won it. Run made on this side by McKee, but Boyd was with him all the way. O'Donnell's little flick on. This is McStay. That's a great pass through. Here's McLaughlin, a chance on here for Celtic for the opener. And that surely is a penalty kick, yes. It's been given. Tom Black hangs his head. But there really could be no argument about that. It was McStay's pass which set up McLaughlin.
Here's a good ball by Paul Maskrey here, picks him out well, outside of the right foot. Well, Brian McLaughlin now, he's in a great position, right through the heart of the defence, just takes it on, a little touch there. I'm not too sure if that was a deliberate trip, anyway, there was contact. There's definitely a penalty, really is a definite penalty as he was going through.
So, penalty kick to Celtic. John Collins will take it. He scored the only one he's taken so far this season. That was against Kilmarnock. He's done it again. Celtic take the lead. Relief there on the Celtic bench. Tommy Bonds looks satisfied. And the dominance enjoyed by Celtic now turned into an opening goal.
There's a nicely struck penalty by John Collins, putting it into the right-hand post there. Nice weight of the ball, just passes it into the net. Keeps his head down. Good start, good penalty. 1-0.
Well, the goalkeeper guessed right, but he couldn't get across quickly enough. So Collins scores his 11th goal of the season. Very impressive record. And Celtic have the edge, which their performance to date justifies. It's been merited, that goal. And they come from that level pegging position now to a lead which will force Kilmarnock to rethink their tactics, I suspect. John Collins taking that penalty so calmly. Header on from Connor. The noise coming from the Celtic supporters now. Here's Van Hooijdonk. His eye off the ball. Here's Collins again. Strong in possession. Bolton going across. Matched all the way there by Anderson. Well, Tom Black was the unlucky defender involved in this incident here as Brian McLaughlin went sprinting through. Black couldn't catch him. Well, that was very close to the 18-yard line when you see it again. Almost an argument whether it was inside or outside. First look, it appeared to be clearly inside, but that casts some doubt on that.
I think it was just one of those situations where Brian McLaughlin just got in front of Tom Black, and Tom Black's trying to get round there, and the foot does make contact with Brian McLaughlin's foot, but I think the referee had no doubt that it was a penalty.
There's Maskrey. O'Donnell and Connor collide. It's back with Reilly. This is Black. Henry chases. There's too much pace in the ball though. So John Henry trying to give that vital support to Maskrey. It's a very, very tough task from midfield, Terry.
Yes, it is a tough task. It's hard for Steve Maskrey up on his own to try and work the two Celtic centre halves, and at the moment Kilmarnock, I'm sure they'll just want to get in half-time. Alex Trott will probably try and reorganise. He's on the bench there, he's looking at things. I'm sure there's a lot of things going through his mind to try and get the boys in at half-time, settle them down and try and get his game plan going, or a new game plan going in the second half.
Mowbray doing well in the air again for Celtic. So commanding there. That's McStay. And now MacPherson goes across. He's in trouble against McLaughlin. That's great play by McLaughlin. Looking up now for support in the middle. O'Donnell let that run. So here's Tom Black. McKee turning it inside in a bit of a hurry. And this ball's now being picked up by Celtic in midfield. Confidence appears to be surging through the ranks here as Collins goes forward again. Waiting in the middle is Phil O'Donnell and Willie Faulkner. That's McLaughlin. Van Hooijdonk is offside. The flag is up. Well, he couldn't cash in any event, but the flag had gone up. Jim O'Hare there with the flag raised against Van Hooijdonk.
Yeah, Celtic full of confidence now. Good ball in by John Collins on the far post. Not really well cleared by Kilmarnock. McLaughlin has a snap effort there, still ricocheting about. The ball comes down and he wasn't offside at all. Linesman was a bit premature with the flag there, but he missed it anyway.
Certainly suggested he was not offside. But goalkeeper Lekovic had done well in any event, so no damage done by that decision from Jim O'Hare. So the vital opening goal goes to Celtic. Return pass from the header, and it's Tom Boyd under pressure. Forced to concede the throw. Tom Boyd thought that was deflected by McKee. Neither linesman nor referee agreed. Maskrey. tries to get that back. Collins back in the box defending, and the half-time whistle goes. Thank you, Paul. Yes, so welcome back to Hampden Park. And if anyone has any thoughts that Kilmarnock are likely to lie down at this stage, they should reflect on some recent performances. They were 2 down against Hearts recently and drew 2-2. They were 1 down against Aberdeen and won 3-1. 1 down against Hearts in another match and won 3-1. 1 down also against Morton to win 2-1, and 2 down against Thistle to draw 2-2. So they have fighting qualities, and they'll be required for this second half. So we're underway, and Tom Black drafted in there at the centre circle to launch that ball downfield for Ali Mitchell. Well, I wonder what changes we can expect, Terry, from the Kilmarnock policy for the second half. They really have to come forward now.
Yes, have to come forward, have to try and get that ball behind the Celtic defenders a lot more, and really put them under pressure. Whereas Celtic had it quite comfortable about the 2 full-backs, marking the 2 wide men have done a reasonably good job, and Mowbray and Brian O'Neill have been able to perform quite comfortably.
Anderson in trouble. Here's Faulkner breaking. O'Donnell goes through the middle. Support arriving late, and some very good recovery work done there by Connor for Kilmarnock. That's McKee. The offside flag was up against Maskrey. It's been acknowledged by the referee, who keeps the play flowing with Celtic in possession. He could have done that again, in fairness, as Tom Black made that hefty challenge on Paul McStay. Well, Tom Black, who might have been in trouble for that foul which gave Celtic the penalty kick from the referee, survived that. He also survived on that occasion a hefty challenge on McStay. Rocky Clark intent on keeping this game flowing as much as he can. That's a good header across by Faulkner. Gets up very well indeed to these cross balls, Faulkner. Lekovic, who had a great deal to do in the first half. Not too many attempts on target, and Celtic looking now for a second goal, which they may deem to be the killer one. Long chase for Faulkner. It's retrieved there by Anderson. So goal kick to Kilmarnock. I know Alec Thornton would have been expecting a lot more in attacking sense from his team. Does want his wide players to attack fullbacks, and that didn't really happen much in the first half, although Boyd and McKinley were very solid indeed for Celtic. And the singing from the Celtic supporters, they're enjoying this occasion. They're sensing a semi-final coming up. There's Gus McPherson's free kick. Still going for the long high ball, which really has been won consistently by Mowbray. By O'Donnell. That's MacPherson again, and McKee is switched there to the Kilmarnock right. This is Van Hooijdonk. Quite content to go back as long as possession is retained. It's Mowbray, and Faulkner was offside. Point when the ball was released. Rod Williamson there from Dumfries is the linesman. So a period perhaps of stability is from the Celtic point of view. They'll be looking to dig in carefully and make sure that nothing slips defensively. That's Henry. Back with Anderson. Showed a lot of that to O'Donnell. And Connor again was there for Kilmarnock. So effective in that man-marking role for Connor, for Kilmarnock. It's Connor's header again. Van Hooijdonk will let that run for the throw. Well, Connor, not at all a normal circumstance for him to be man-marking like that. Normally a creative player with that very talented left foot. That's Van Hooijdonk turning. Elevated by Faulkner. O'Donnell was out of reach. That's McStay. Reilly had to be careful with the challenge there. Well, past that for Maskrey to try to handle. Change made so far by Kilmarnock to have Maskrey on the left and McKee playing straight through the centre. Mitchell on the right.
I think Alex Thornton trying to get a bit more pace through the centre of his attack. Steve Maskrey, with all due respect, is not the quickest of people, and that's where they missed Tom Brown. Tom Brown suspended, of course, tonight. He's normally quick, buzzing about and everything else. So McKee gone through the middle. It's more of a positive approach. He's still got the same formation, really, 2 men wide and 1 through the middle, but hopefully That injection of pace could unlock that Celtic defence.
Well, a throw it is to Celtic. Hoydong again showing his lovely touch on the ball. There he goes again, trying to return pass, appeals for handball, waved aside there. That's a hefty chance there by Van Hooijdonk. Mark Reilly didn't appreciate that, and referee Clark has a quiet word with the Celtic striker. Reilly, the competent little midfield player who was fouled here by Van Hooijdonk.
Yeah, just a little bit clumsy there, the big man just gets his feet in a tangle again. That's about the third time he's done that, but nothing malicious, I don't think, in that one.
Henry got a touch. This is Mitchell. Now Whitworth. Well, Kilmarnock are really out of sorts in the creative sense this evening. Normally full of flair and invention, but it hasn't been apparent tonight. And that, of course, is a tribute to Celtic's marking. Alec Totten will not be a happy man about that. Celtic have been very solid at the back and in midfield, and there's a corner kick conceded. Tom Black on his weaker side, the right, passing that back. It certainly wasn't one which Lekovic could have controlled easily in any event, but corner kick it is to Celtic. These are troubled times for Kilmarnock. Corner count, well in favour of Celtic. There's Ryan O'Neill on the goal line. Mowbray also hovering around the penalty spot. Guided in by McKinley. A race on here for the loose ball. Maskrey comes back. He was caught late there by McStay, but no malice, and there was an advantage there for Kilmarnock. Maskrey still on the ground though, inside the Kilmarnock half. Referee Clark, I think, will want to see the ball or the play here. Here's Brian McLaughlin. Still going forward. And fouled by Connor. I think that was quite deliberate in order to have attention for Steve Maskrey. That's what Connor's complaining about. Brian McLaughlin reacted angrily, and Connor's explaining that he wanted the play stopped. Wondering why Celtic didn't turn the ball out of play in what has become the normal fashion. Maskrey gets treatment.
Yeah, it's poor mistake going for the ball here. I think poor mistake was went for the ball there. Obviously, Steve Maskrey just nipped in ahead of him. Just got caught, but who's Robert Connor? Just taking the ball into his own hands there, deliberately fouling Brian McLaughlin to try and get attention to Steve Maskrey. I think Gus McPherson coming in and venting his feelings as well.
So it's McKinley with the free kick. Hooijdonk attacking the ball, and it's inches wide of the target. You can't believe it, the big Dutchman. And the Kilmarnock defence at sea again against the aerial threat from Van Hooijdonk.
Here's Tosh McKinley here, flights a lovely ball and tempts Lekovic off his line. You see him start to come now, here he comes. Things auto, on no man's land here. Pierre Van Hooijdonk just gets ahead to that, and it's a cigarette paper away from the far post.
Well, that could so easily have been Celtic's second. And at this stage in the match, it looks more likely that Celtic will get a second than that Kilmarnock will equalise. Kilmarnock looking for some major break to turn this game around. Tommy Byrne still not settling for what he has, not entirely happy with everything. This is Henry. There goes McKinley. Coming clear at the back for Celtic is O'Neill. McLaughlin did well, little head flick on, he was pushed in the back by MacPherson. Brian McLaughlin really has caused all sorts of problems for Kilmarnock tonight. And when all these midfield decisions have been taken by Tommy Barnes, he still finds a place for McLaughlin consistently. O'Neill again, winning the high ball. That's Connor. Now Henry. McPherson to Mitchell. Trying to open the play out. That's an easy one over Boyd to intercept. And Anderson has to turn it back to Lekovic. Careless one from Anderson. Celtic in possession again. They look eager, they look hungry, and still in control of the match. So the crowd tonight, a healthy one and a very wintry night in Glasgow. 30,873, a little short of the new capacity at this stage. Way off from Van Hooijdonk. This is Boyd. McKee is with him, quick enough to match the run. Bad clearance though, there's Van Hooijdonk. Look at the way he screens the ball, has the strength and the touch. Now the break is on for Kilmarnock. Here's Mitchell. Good defending there by Mowbray. Very much a favourite of the Celtic supporters. And the counter-attack is on now with Van Hooijdonk. Looks up inside, looking for Faulkner. Excellent defending by Whitworth. Van Hooijdonk funneling into his man there. He's conceding the free kick. Van Hooijdonk will have to be careful. Guilty of persistent fouling so far.
But once again, it was Paul Mistay's pass that set Pierre Van Hooijdonk into this space. A good ball across the face there. A good defending by Whitworth. Gets his foot in front of the onrushing Celtic player.
Van Hooijdonk very much involved in the play tonight for Celtic. That'll please Tommy Barnes. O'Neill always willing to receive the ball at the back. Van Hooijdonk's pass, here's Boyd at pace. He's away from Black. It's a good ball back for Van Hooijdonk. Now Collins. And Celtic showing all the confidence in the world after that opening goal. That's a corner kick, it came off Derek Anderson. Frustration in the face of John Collins, but he's the man who separates the sides at the moment from that penalty kick in 40 minutes.
As he just dinks his way around, so the ball takes a nasty bobble there, just bobbles up and just cannons off. I think it was Derek Anderson going behind for a corner. Whereas Maskrey and Collins are two men that Terry Burns has dropped recently that have been firing Celtic on.
Josh McKinley again with that in-swinger. He wants to hit a Faulkner, but backwards. Still a battling play there from Celtic, but he had a chance in the break. There haven't been too many of these. Here's Colin McKee. Counter-attack on for Kilmarnock. And the cover provided by Paul McStay. Now, McStay showing an amazing appetite for the play. Covered 50 yards there to get back and make that challenge.
I'll tell you what, McStay's supplied the pass for the penalty. He's been back in his own area, he's been working hard. He's had a few boos tonight as well from the crowd and his own supporters, but he's got heart, he's got bottle, he's proved that he's not going to take these cut calls and everything else. He's going to play his own game and he's doing that very well.
So another free kick to Kilmarnock. A push by Willie Faulkner. So the big men from the Kilmarnock defence go forward. Derek Anderson and Whitworth is there already. So Tom Black will take this. Connor lofting it back into the dangerous area. There's Maskrey, and it's turned away by Mowbray. Good touch there from Steve Maskrey. Mowbray kept his eye on the ball to turn it to safety. So a corner kick here for Kilmarnock. I reckon it's their first of the match. Yes, the first of their match so far, just before the hour mark. Mark Reilly will take this. Here's Black. Very much the man Kilmarnock wanting possession. That's very close indeed. Terrific power in that left foot on Tom Black, and the Kilmarnock supporters were really anticipating something there when he engineered the ball to his favoured side.
Yeah, sort of don't quite clear their lines again, just sidesteps Phil O'Donnell, I think, and just on his left foot. And Rockets when he might have got a slight deflection, but Pat Bonner had it covered anyway. Good effort by Tom Black.
Started through the Everett and went to St Mirren before coming to Kilmarnock. The throw this time goes to Kilmarnock. Alec Totten wants things done more quickly. He's out there urging his team on. waving them forward. It's good play from O'Neill. Good movement inside there from Kilmarnock. Henry back to Maskrey. Tackled well by McLaughlin. That's Connor and McKee. And again. Good break on here for Kilmarnock. A chance on it. Great heading clearance by McKinley. Terrific defending by Tosh McKinley. And suddenly Kilmarnock appear to have come to life. Ball returned there by Alec Taunton, the manager. Watch the game continued quickly. It's a good spell this from Kilmarnock. That's O'Neill. In the air for Paul McStay. O'Neill attacks it well. That's Connor. Goes McKinley. Undoubtedly a defensive hero there. Need to go for Celtic. Now Whitworth. Header. O'Donnell forced to hurry there by MacPherson. Out of play. The Rangers flag is up, despite the efforts there of Collins. But Tosh McKinley was undoubtedly the hero of this move for Celtic defensively.
Yes, Mark Reilly just gets away here on the left-hand side. Whips a great ball to the far post. Tosh McKinley, one eye on the ball, one eye on the defender. Whips a good header, distance, and good power in that header. A great defensive header.
Headed down there by Henry. That's Reilly again. And once again the Celtic defence was breached. Right across the 6-yard box. Ali Mitchell was the player trying to get the touch. Pat Bonner not at all happy with his defence.
Good play again, good header by John Henry across. It's a good ball across the face of the area. And once again, Tosh McKinley there just leans against Ali Mitchell, just stops him from making contact. Pat Bonner just sees the ball go safely wide.
Good play again from McKinley. He was very tight on Mitchell.
It's good defending, just gets his body in the way of the attacker, stops him from making contact, and he knows that there's nothing behind him.
Well, suddenly Kilmarnock have found some gaps in that Celtic defence. Tucked away by Whitworth. Retrieved by Black, showing lots of urgency. Overhitting the pass, and throw goes to Celtic. Well, while it's only 1-0, Kilmarnock will clearly believe the opportunity is there to get back into this match. Tom Black, a very seasoned campaigner now, 32 years old. Van Hooydonk. This is Collins. McPherson misjudged it. That's McLaughlin. Maskrey getting back to challenge. So too was Henry. This is Collins. On to McStay, hit that well. Got blocked by Anderson. The counter-attack led by Mitchell. Support on the right from Maskrey. The interchanging, which has been normal for Kilmarnock, apparent again. That's Mitchell beating the ball by Mowbray. Good positioning by Tony Mowbray.
Just 1 or 2 gaps just starting to open up behind the Celtic fullbacks into those dangerous areas where the centre-halves having to come out and win balls, and Kilmarnock will have a lot of joy from this, will take a lot of heart from this, and actually getting inroads into that Celtic defence for the first time in the game.
So here's Gus MacPherson. Maskrey. Kilmarnock certainly benefited from their interchanging up front. Here's Maskrey now on the right. Williams come up by Whitworth. Oh, that's good play by the big centre-half. Nimble play. Seemed to be impeded there, but the referee's allowing on with that challenge from O'Donnell. Here's Mitchell. Well tackled by McLaughlin. McLaughlin though having to do so much defensive work now. That's a big change in the game. And here's clearance. This is Mitchell again. Confident, skillful play. And a good cross. And the header not controlled there by Mark Reilly. He was allowed to go forward much more by the fact that Robert Connor is holding the midfield for Kilmarnock. Released by Motherwell, Mark Reilly, and he's proved to be an excellent servant.
It's good play by Ali Mitchell on the right-hand side there. Steve Maskrey was on just inside him, but whips a good ball into the box. And Mark Reilly can't quite guide his header down, but it's a bit of an uncertain time for Celtic and their supporters. They can't clear the lines at the moment, not able to get the passing game going as he did for the majority of the game.
Faulkner's header. Here's Van Hooijdonk. O'Donnell. Paul McStay. No goal. Met there by MacPherson. It turns it to safety. And Celtic, have they had any thoughts about allowing complacency to appear, or had a rethink there, I'm sure, in the light of that Kilmarnock response. Van Hooijdonk's pass couldn't be collected there by Boyd. Kilmarnock have possession again. And this time it's Tommy Burns who's doing a lot of work on the track below us. He's having a lot to say to his players. So the header away gives the throw again to Kilmarnock. Maskrey moving around the front line now, trying to find gaps in the Celtic defence. Reilly's header, knocked on by Connor, well won by McKee. The ricochet goes towards Mitchell. That must have been very close indeed. Break of the ball there for Kilmarnock, but there's trouble for Tony Mowbray. Hold up and play.
Yes, you can just see really the ricochet here, the ball's played there. Tony Mowbray's already down. I'm not too sure, can't quite see if that was onside. It's a very, very close decision. But
this looks unlucky for Kilmarnock, the way this was ricocheted.
Tony Mowbray went down in that challenge, and as I said, the physio on there just to have a look at him. He's looked poleaxed with that one, whether it was an elbow. I mean, the actual challenge itself was an accidental one, I felt, but the big man's caught a blow, and he doesn't stay down if he's just got a tap on his head. It must be a major blow for him to stay down, especially in this rain, as you can see.
So being revived by Brian Scott, the physio. And so it's a very wet, wintry scene now. Tommy Burns reasonably content, I reckon, with the way the game is running after that little flurry from Kilmarnock. Clearance there by Anderson. He was caught in the face by Van Hooijdonk as the ball left. This is Tosh McKinley. It's back now with poked up. Here's Brian McLaughlin. Good play by McLaughlin, trying to get the byline. And very well policed that time by MacPherson. He wanted to corner kick McLaughlin. MacPherson staying on his feet there, not diving in. Always difficult inside the penalty box. So far it's the three-quarter point in the match. Celtic with that vital edge. Kilmarnock by no means a spent force. Henry well tackled by Collins. That's out of play. Mitchell to Henry. Good running ahead there by Mark Reilly, who's taken on a new role in this second half. He's pushing much further forward from midfield. And he's found some very good positions among the Celtic defenders. The throw being taken again by MacPherson. That's Whitworth, showing a lot of that to Faulkner with a good recovery tackle. That's MacPherson. Back it goes to Anderson. Mitchell coming in from behind the Celtic defence. O'Neill reacted swiftly there. That's the kind of positions, though, that Kilmarnock like to exploit behind the fullbacks. Always plenty of movement offered by the Kilmarnock players for throws like this. Henry plays it back. This is Mitchell trying to make room for a cross. McKinley denies him that space. Mitchell applying some pressure on the left-hand side of the Celtic defence. Well, the players interchange rapidly there to make space to receive the throw. Here's Henry. Connor, supported here by Black. A man with a shooting power. Frustration in his face there. Well, lots more terrific action coming up on Sky Sports in the next few days. And the first will be the England-Brazil match exclusively tomorrow, 7 o'clock. A schoolboy international, under 15. That's on Saturday tomorrow. And then on Sunday at midday, the FA Cup 6th-round match, Manchester United against Queen's Park Ranger. That's exclusively live. And then on Monday night, a Tartan extra 2-hour special covering the Scottish Cup quarter-finals. All action not to be missed on Sky Sports. Mitchell doing well against McKinley. Ball still in play. Covering player now is O'Neill. Mitchell did well. And Henry tried to set that up there for Maskrey, but Kilmarnock more and more an attacking force in the match. Their supporters coming to life now. Good running again by Reilly. Swept away by O'Donnell, back deep inside his own half to defend. Here's McKee now. Stay facing him. Trying an angle ball into the area there. Well, John Henry's the player most upset, I think, in that move, because he had a chance from the cross from Mitchell to set up Maskrey, and he couldn't control the pass. Well, in the second half, it's 50-50 in possession, so Kilmarnock have improved markedly on their first half performance in that respect. Bolton got a touch on there. Brian McLaughlin has switched across to the Celtic right. And a new roll there, taking on Tom Black. More frequently, that's great running by McStay. Looks up for the pass. Whitworth got his head to that. This is McKinley. Nowhere to go, and the goal kick is given to Kilmarnock. Well, Paul McStay again, Terry, showing an amazing bit of enthusiasm on the far side.
Yes, he seems to like that semi-wide midfield position where he's just breaking. And he's got no one outside him. He has Brian McLaughlin outside him now, but he's been coming inside and outside, and he's normally been providing the pass. That time he was on the end of a good piece of interchange by Celtic, but unfortunately it came to nothing.
Pass from Henry, well read by O'Neill. There's Tom Black. Space now for McKee. Maskrey's headed pass back towards McKee, cut off by Brian McLaughlin, who's over there on the far side for Celtic. Mowbray's header. Here's McLaughlin, his new position. Couldn't get away from Black. Well, this shows Kilmarnock enjoying more of the territorial play and attack. 32% inside that Celtic half. So all looking better for Kilmarnock, except in one vital respect. They haven't been able to break through the Celtic defence. A push by Mitchell, blatant, and taking the ball away could have got him into trouble. Referee Clark quite content to have a gentle word with him.
Just a bit of over-exuberance behind him, Mitchell, but it's interesting to know that Kilmarnock have stepped up. They had to, really. I mean, they were lacking a lot in ideas and self-belief in trying to get the ball into the Celtic half, but this half they've marked improvements and they've really took the game to Celtic.
Headed on from Reilly. Mowbray wins it from Maskrey. This is Connor. While Kilmarnock have missed his creative passing ability, they certainly have made excellent use of his diligence in marking Phil O'Donnell. Here's Mowbray. Good play from defence. McKinley with Collins. The tackle came from Connor. Instructions from Tommy Burns to John Collins and to Phil O'Donnell. Reorganising his midfield there. Realising that things are not going entirely Celtic's way in that area of the field now. Tight marking by the Kilmarnock players. Mitchell stepping away from Collins, needs some help from Connor. That's one from Maskrey to chase. put O'Neill under pressure. Mowbray comes across to help, but the free kick's given for the foul by O'Neill on Maskrey. Maskrey does occupy defenders very effectively.
Yes, he uses his body well, uses his arms, get across there, holds the ball up now. Brian O'Neill's caught the wrong side again and just shunts him over. He does well, you know, Steve Maskrey, without the physical presence and the speed and everything else, puts himself about very, very well.
So a set piece for Kilmarnock. He'll work the ball. Tom Black's left foot, I think. Mark Reilly controlling things. Wall has to retreat. The referee wants the play to continue. It doesn't look to be 10 yards to me. That's Black. It's deflected. Well, the problem with Tom Black is there's no surprise element left. Everyone knows about his shooting power.
I think people know about it, but sometimes it was on target. Not quite the best of free kicks, and John Collins, who fell over there, unintentionally blocked the ball and did a good job for Celtic.
For a miserable night now, the rain falling steadily. Celtic supporters waiting anxiously for these closing 15 minutes to run out. No damage is done. Celtic will be in the semi-final. Now Lekovic has gone for long high balls down the middle so far in the match. He's done just that again. Very few have been missed by O'Neill or Mowbray. McKinley. It's Connor. This time it's O'Donnell doing the marking. Black looking for McKee. He's very quick indeed, but Mowbray goes across and makes certain that comes to no harm. Well, every move from Mowbray greeted by applause from the Celtic supporters. A huge favourite here.
He's a tremendous character. He's a born leader. He wants to win and everything else. He's had a tragic circumstances with the death of his wife and everything else, but he's come through that. He's got a strong character himself, and he's back in the team on merit now, and he's playing very, very well tonight.
Chanting his name now, the Celtic supporters, only one Tony Mowbray. They may have more work to do, I suspect, before this game's over. Kilmarnock will make a big effort, I'm certain, before the end to save the tie. That's heading into midfield. That's Henry losing out to Collins. That's Paul McStay playing a fine pass wide for McLaughlin. This is promising for Celtic. Faulkner waits in the middle. Van Hooijdonk gets there now. And the block was made by Tom Black. So Tom Boyd with a throw. Activity down below is on the Kilmarnock bench. They're going to make substitutions, I think. Henry's pass. Careless one by McKee towards Maskrey. Maybe McKee's lost the moment in the play, I suspect. That's Van Hooijdonk with a cross. Willie Faulkner with a golden opportunity to tie up the match for Celtic. Well, a great chance. I wonder if it had been Faulkner's cross and by the Hooijdonk with a header, it might have been different.
Yes, Kilmarnock trying to break out of defence here. Good ball back in by Tony Mowbray. Pierre Van Hooijdonk on his own. Ball just sits up nicely for him to hit first time. He delivers a great ball in. And Willie Faulkner, I think, one eye on the goalkeeper, one eye on the ball. In the end, didn't do anything, just put the ball over the bar. That was a chance really to seal the match for Celtic.
So, Connor McKee being withdrawn. So is Robert Connor. The replacements, Mark Skilling, number 12 there, and Dougald McCarrison, former Celtic player, goes on with a chance to save the tie for his new club, Kilmarnock. McKee not enjoying a great deal of success in that wide area. McConnor, I think, being relieved of the stamina-sapping duties he had been employing. The 34-year-old goes off. On comes Mark Skilling, just 22 years old. Be a direct replacement. Back from McStay. O'Neill having to hold off the challenge of Mitchell. Van Hooijdonk did well, doing a touch on. That's MacPherson. Van Hooijdonk again, changing direction very effectively. Here's McStay. He's done a good match for Celtic. This is Boyd. Oh, it is McLaughlin. His weaker foot, there's a good cross. That's McLaughlin again. It's Faulkner again. Willie Faulkner out of luck again with another fine cross, this time from McLaughlin. O'Donnell for the throw to Kilmarnock. Well, Willie Faulkner had two great chances to tie up this match.
Yeah, it seemed like an action replay there. Good ball inside, the full-back. And there's McLaughlin there, which is a great ball, attempts to keep her out of his area once again. And he does get a hand to this one, does actually, all credit to Willie Faulkner. Willie Faulkner makes a good contact on the ball, but Lekovic manages to block it with one hand.
It's Willie Faulkner again. Ball retrieved by Paul McStay. Skink was in midfield, as it has been right from the start of the match. It's McKinley. A hopeful ball, I think. Put up easily by MacPherson. Van Hooydonk inside for O'Donnell. He leaves that to Collins. Good running ahead by Faulkner. Excellent defending by Derek Anderson. Really has matured so well this season alongside Neil Whitworth, a converted midfield player. Van Hooydonk. Interception made by Skilling. Lekovic did well with the pass. Well, it looks as though Celtic may have survived that little bit of attacking play from Kilmarnock. They were rocked for a while, without question.
Yeah, without any doubt, they were. Supporters were getting tense, the players were getting a bit tense. They couldn't clear their lines and everything else. And if Kilmarnock had scored, then who knows? But Celtic have held firm. They've had one or two attacking ideas of themselves and could have scored a couple of goals through Willie Faulkner.
Kilmarnock coming forward again. Mitchell caught just offside. The pass released by Maskrey. Well, only a fraction of a second in that. The linesman looked to be perfectly correct.
Yes, he was perfectly correct there. It's not quite the angle that the linesman had, of course, but he was looking on the line. It was virtually the same angle that we had up in the stand, and he definitely was offside, probably by just about a yard.
So O'Neill fights that forward. There's Van Hooydonk turning. Hooked away there by Reilly. The offside flag up there against Van Hooydonk. So the Kilmarnock side try to come forward again. Rod Williamson, the linesman, indicating where the free kick should be taken from. So Lekovic is waiting for one of his players to get his boot tied. It's Steve Maskrey. Good running by Maskrey, a chance on here for Kilmarnock. The leading goal scorer, his first real glimpse of goal. And that was a real chance for Kilmarnock late in the game.
Yeah, the ball just breaks from here, so I think again can't quite clear the lines. Turning over goes up, the ball comes down now, so it ricochets a little bit here. Just comes in, falls nicely for Steve Maskrey, comes inside the fullback and really wasted opportunity. Just tried to take it a bit too early. If he just been a little bit more patient, it's easy for us to say up here, but a little bit more patient, he might even been able to pull it back for one of his teammates. But a good chance, probably the only chance he's really had in the game.
Well, the goal attempts now more even. Kilmarnock have had a few in the second half. The target not threatened too frequently. This is Collins. Very awkward that for Anderson. He did well to turn that away. Corner kick to Celtic. Derek Anderson really feeling the pace, and there's going to be an alteration made, I think, by Celtic now. Activity below us, and it's Peter Grant who's going to become involved shortly. Breaking off Whitworth, swept away there by MacPherson. Henry back, and the pass forcing Reilly to fight for possession against McLaughlin. That's good play from McStay once again. Brilliant play coming forward, caught with a high challenge from Ali Mitchell. A measure, I think, of McStay's growing confidence in the match, the way he took that ball with his head.
It's a difficult ball there. The ball just pops up and he just takes it away. And just one eye on the ball, really, not on the challenge that's coming in. I think if he'd have seen the challenge coming, he would have shirked away from it. But typical Paul McStay. Then he got the ball down and I mean, it's typical of his game. Really, generally, he's wanted to get the ball down. He's wanted to play. There's an infectious attitude that he's got on the park. I think that's rubbed off on the rest of his Celtic teammates.
So Peter Grant will come on for Celtic for the closing stages. Phil O'Donnell, the player, withdrawn. So a little bit more defensive, that decision. Peter Grant will do a holding job in the middle of the field, I suspect. Phil O'Donnell's found it going very tough indeed against Robert Connor. Foul by McCarrison on O'Neill. So free kick to Celtic. They're quite happy to see out time calmly here, retaining possession as much as they can. So Peter Grant is right in the centre of the midfield between McStay and Collins. There's Mitchell. Tackled well by McKinley. Grant's the ball straight away. McLaughlin to the break of the ball there. Used the handball. Get away from Tom Black. Free kick taken quickly by Kilmarnock. Vitaly Mitchell and Whitworth. The run made forward by Henry. He's the target. O'Neill gets there first for Celtic. Well, Terry Butcher's the man to nominate the Tennent's man of the match tonight. Terry, who's your man?
Well, on the first half display, I think I would have gone for little Brian McLaughlin, who's been beaving away well and got the penalty, of course. But the man who supplied that ball to Brian McLaughlin, the man for me that's tried to be positive in everything he's done and has got back to help the defence quite a few times as well, has been Paul McStay. I nominate him as man of the match.
So Paul McStay, Terry Butcher's man of the match. A welcome boost, I'm sure, for the Celtic captain after his troubled times recently. Dropped for 3 matches. New experience for him. Here's McStay again. Trying to release McLaughlin on the right. The ball's just going to play.
I've been named him as man of the match. It's probably his worst pass of the night, but I think because he has been dropped and left out of the side, he's shown the right attitude. He's not gone and knocked on the manager's door and I want to transfer and gone to the papers and everything else, gone to the media. He's just gone about his job the right way, and that's why, you know, setting a fine example to the rest of his teammates, the rest of his club and supporters on the pitch.
Certainly a performance to please his manager Tommy Barnes. Whitworth clearance picked up here by McKinley. Celtic intent now and finishing strongly. Bit of wrestling there between McKinley and Reilly. The result is a free kick which goes to Celtic. And Reilly for the obstruction. Well, just that spell of some 10 to 15 minutes in the middle of the second half to trouble Celtic. That apart, they really have held sway all the way through the match. Murdoch waits in the area. Collins plays it back for McKinley. McLaughlin joins in. Good ball there from McLaughlin towards Collins, but it's Tom Black who goes across. He goes out of play for the goal kick. So just a couple of minutes remaining. Anyway, back now, Terry, for Kilmarnock.
Well, the only way back, I think, is for another power failure of the likes. But no, it really is just a case of getting that ball forward into the penalty area of Celtic, into their half, and hoping that they can make a mistake or let something can fall their way. But it seems very unlikely now.
Handball against Dougal McCarrison. Free kick to Celtic. Trying to get an advantage against Tony Mowbray in the air. Cross it goes there to Brian McLaughlin. Good running ahead by Boyd. Pulling that back very well indeed. Could this be the second? It's off the post from Faulkner. Excellent move again from Celtic. And Willie Faulkner once again the forward out of luck for Celtic.
It's good play by Tom Boyd down the right hand side. He's onside, just gets there. Good delivery, then just comes off the near post. Good control here by Willie Faulkner. sets it up nicely with his left foot, thunders back off the post. Very unlucky there not to score.
Not much chance, I think, of Lekovic saving that hit inside the post. Late tackle there by Maskrey, giving a free kick to Celtic. They're finishing very strongly indeed. Overall, it's been a convincing performance this from Celtic, Terry.
Yes, it's been quite professional without being really ecstatically, brilliant performance. But they've done the jobs well. The players on the park have all done the jobs well. Tony Mowbray, Brian O'Neill, very solid at the back. The two fullbacks, Tosh McKee and Tommy Ball, have done a very good job. And the two wide men from Kilmarnock, and they've generally stopped Kilmarnock from playing and got their game going themselves. So all credit to Celtic.
Oh, come on, trying to come again. No way past Paul McStay. We're in the advanced position. There's Tom Boyd. He kept it in play well. Tackled firmly there by Black. Well, we're into stoppage time now. It's looking very healthy for Celtic. Ryan McLaughlin keeping the ball over in that tight area. That's Tom Boyd now with the cross. Lekovic at full stretch with a good catch. Smile there for Willie Faulkner. The whistling from the Celtic supporters. Could be a last chance here for Kilmarnock. McCarrison's head up. Ball still in play here. Black was fouled by Van Hooijdonk. The referee allows the advantage, but that's given away by Anderson to Collins. McLaughlin taking the ball up the touchline quietly again. He has Tom Boyd behind him. Such a great outlet by McLaughlin. Van Hooijdonk's layoff. Lekovic diving there to the rescue. He's been fouled. The referee's given the free kick to Kilmarnock. An exchange there between Anderson and Van Hooijdonk. John Collins in the thick of it also.
Yeah, lovely ball into the box here. Van Hooijdonk holds off. I think it's been Anderson very well. Good control, plays it off, trying to lay it off to Collins. Lekovic comes out feet first. The ball's lost there. We thought the ball was going to probably drop to Pierre Van Hooijdonk, but good goalkeeping by Lekovic.
Foul there by McKinley, going into the back of Ali Mitchell. Almost 2 minutes of injury time played. Can't be a great deal more. Alec Taunton being pulled back by the fourth official. He wants the ball launched into the penalty area. One last dramatic effort by Kilmarnock. And still it won't fall kindly. Whitworth did his best. Get up well to that. And the referee brings the match to an end. A huge roar from the Celtic supporters. Celtic go through to the semi-final at the Scottish Cup. Tommy Burns exchanges handshakes there with the Kilmarnock management. Disappointment for Tom Black. So often a hero this season for Kilmarnock.